For our Alma Thomas lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a warm-up on your iPad. If you have Sketches School, that's what I'm using today, but other apps like Procreate and Artset will work just as well. I'm first of all choosing my brushes. You can see me trying them out to see which one will first and best do her strokes, which are slightly rough and slightly wide. So I've chosen this brush and I'm going to work through in analogous colours, which means colours which are close to each other on the colour wheel or look nice next to each other, so that this is going to be quite a harmonious composition. So now I'm speeding it up just to show you. I'm adding long dashes at first and then I start thinking, how can I mix it up a little? So I change the direction of my strokes and I add in some circles and I just fill up my page with layer after layer of colour in the same way that she did. So now let's start with our paints and our tools. We are going to need a pencil, a compass, a ruler and some watercolour paints. I am using a square page of watercolour paper, but this would work on almost any paper as long as you realise that it might buckle if the paper's too thin. I'm using my paperweight as a ruler because I've realised my ruler's really teeny, look. But sometimes with your ruler you can use the lines to help you keep your lines that you're ruling parallel. So I'm also using a mixture of the two. It looks a little bit like mine gets narrower at the bottom, but that's the angle of my camera. It's actually completely straight. I'm not necessarily going to stick to the lines in terms of colour, so I won't have just one colour in each set of lines here. I am going to use them to try and keep everything straight. So choose the right brush. Think about how wide you want your strokes to be. You saw me testing out a few different ones. And then with some nice wet paint, you can start adding in her marks. Basing this on her painting Snoopy Sees Dawnbreak for the first time. And these paintings were the ones which she did after the moon landing, when she became fascinated by views of space. So this is her imagination taking her into the colours of dawn rising over the earth.